My past is a locked room filled with echoes no one else hears. I was a child who learned betrayal before I learned to trust. The unbelievable carved scars, deeper than any visible wound. Silence became my refuge when words became weapons I couldn't wield. I carry shadows no light will ever fully chase away. That moment tore through me, leaving a silence louder than screams. I was too young to understand pain, yet it lived inside me. The truth I hold is a fragile flame flickering against the dark. My soul whispers secrets no one else was brave enough to hear. The unbelievable was a shadow stretching long before I could see it. I carry invisible wounds heavier than the world can imagine. That moment buried my childhood beneath a mountain of silent grief. I learned to smile while my heart broke in whispered pieces. The past is a ghost that walks beside me, uninvited but relentless. I was a child, swallowed whole by secrets too dark to speak. The unbelievable left me hollow, searching for pieces no one returned. My silence is a shield, guarding a truth too raw for words. That moment was a fracture that never fully healed, only deepened. I carry a secret so fragile, even my shadows protect it. I was too young to understand the weight of that night. The truth I hide is a river running beneath still waters. My soul carries whispers of a story that never found its voice. The unbelievable was a storm breaking quietly inside my young heart. I learned too early that silence often screams louder than words. I carry scars invisible to the eye, but seared into my spirit. That moment shattered innocence, leaving a haunting echo in its place. I was a child trapped in a story no one wanted told. The past follows me like a shadow I cannot outrun. My silence is a cage built from secrets and unspoken pain. The unbelievable taught me how to survive without ever feeling safe. I carry a darkness so quiet, even the night fears it. That moment rewrote my soul's map in invisible ink. I was too young to see the betrayal, but never too young to feel it. The truth I hold is a flame burning beneath frozen words. My heart carries a secret garden of wounds no one visits. The unbelievable was a thief stealing childhood breath, leaving silence. I still hear the echoes of a night. No one believes. I learned to wear brokenness like armor no one could pierce. The past is a wound no time has ever fully kissed. I was a child whose world turned to shadows without warning. The truth I hide whispers beneath the noise of everyday life. That moment was a crack in time where innocence silently died. I carry a silence louder than any confession I never made. I was too young to understand how deep pain could reach. The unbelievable still lives in the quiet corners of my mind. My soul carries a secret too raw for daylight to touch. That moment, only endless. Stillness. I learned to speak in riddles because the truth was too cruel. The past is a shadow stretching longer than I ever wanted. I was a child with invisible wounds. No one ever noticed. The unbelievable was a dark star burning silently inside me. I carry scars no one else can see, but I feel deeply. That moment was a silent scream etched beneath my skin. I was too young to fight, but never too young to remember. The truth I hold is a fire smoldering beneath frozen ashes. My soul whispers a story of loss no one else hears. The unbelievable was a thief who stole my childhood's light. I learned to breathe through pain no one else understood. The past follows me like a shadow I can't shake off. I carry a secret so heavy, even silence struggles to hold it. That moment carved a hollow no time could ever fill. I was a child caught in a world too cruel to explain. The truth I hide is a flame, flickering in endless night. My silence is a cloak shielding wounds too deep for words. The unbelievable broke me quietly, leaving echoes I still hear. I was too young to understand, but old enough to feel broken. The past is a ghost whispering stories I can't forget. I carry scars like badges of battles no one saw. That moment was a fracture, splitting my world in two. I learned to hide pain beneath smiles. No one believed. My soul carries a secret garden of shadows and light. The unbelievable lives in the space between every heartbeat I take. I was a child, lost in silence no one ever heard. The truth I hold burns quietly beneath my calm exterior. My silence screams louder than any words I never spoke. The past is a shadow draping over every step I take. I carry a secret so raw it bleeds in every breath. That moment tore through me like a storm with no end. I was too young to fight, but never too young to survive. The unbelievable was a wound no light could ever heal. My soul whispers secrets no one else dared to listen to. I was the child drowning in secrets deeper than the ocean's darkest depths. The unbelievable burned bright in my memory. Though I wished to forget, my innocence fled quietly, leaving behind a shadow too heavy to carry. I speak only in echoes now, words too fragile for the truth. What I endured as a child still whispers between my broken breaths. The unbelievable is a wound no medicine can touch. Only time can scar. I carry a silence so loud it drowns out every shouted lie. That moment was a black star in my young universe. Forever unforgotten, my soul was split in two. One part never grew up. The past clings to me like a ghost refusing to leave. I was too young to fight, too scared to scream. The unbelievable visits me in dreams, cold, relentless, unforgiving. I carry secrets that weigh heavier than any confession ever could. That night rewrote my heart's code. Nothing was I hide this shame. The truth I hide is sharper than any knife I know. I was a child, left to survive on shadows and whispers. The unbelievable carved hollows in my smile no one sees. I still carry fragments of that day in my quietest hours. The world turned sideways, and I learned to walk through the cracks. I was a silent witness to a story no one wanted told. My past is a bound sewn shut with threads of shattered hope. The unbelievable was never a story. It was my secret life sentence. I carried the weight of something too heavy for my young shoulders. That moment taught me the cost of invisible scars and silent screams. I was too young to understand betrayal, but old enough to feel it. The unbelievable swallowed my childhood whole, leaving silence in its wake. I learned to live behind walls built of secrets and broken trust. My soul still trembles with the memory no one dared to see. The truth I carry is a dark river running beneath my calm. I was a child with a grown-up's burden no one could carry for me. That moment burned through me. A fire no water could quench. I still wear the unbelievable like a shadow stitched to my skin. My silence holds stories no one should ever have to hear. The past was a thief stealing pieces of a life I never had. I was too young to speak, too broken to stay silent. The unbelievable wasn't a moment. It was a lifetime's weight. I carry a secret so raw. It bleeds beneath every word. That night rewrote my heart's language. Now I speak only in pain. I was a child whose innocence was a currency they stole. The truth I hold is a flame burning quietly in the dark. My past is a shattered mirror, each piece reflecting pain and loss. The unbelievable stayed with me, a ghost haunting every step. I learned to breathe through the silence left by that moment. I was too young to understand. That moment made me both prisoner and prisoner breaker of my own soul. I carry a darkness no light has ever fully touched. The truth I hide is a secret, garden with locked gates. I was a child caught in a storm no one else saw. The unbelievable was a thief that stole my voice and left shadows. I still carry the weight of a secret too heavy for words. My soul still trembles beneath the cold weight of that night. The past never left. It's carved itself into my every breath. I was too young to understand the language of broken trust. That moment taught me the price of silence and hidden pain. I carry wounds no one can see, but feel in every heartbeat. The unbelievable was a storm no shelter could ever hold. I was a child with a secret too big for childish hands. The truth I carry is a flame flickering in endless darkness. My silence is a fortress built from the rubble of lost innocence. The past is a shadow trailing my every step in quiet rage. I was too young to speak, yet old enough to understand loss. That moment broke the world inside me, and I never found the pieces. I carry a secret too raw for even the night to hold. The unbelievable never left. It whispers in my veins every day. I was a child who learned too soon how to disappear inside. My soul is a map of scars. The truth I carry is a wound wrapped in whispered regrets. I still feel the weight of that night in my quietest moments. The past is a silent scream no one heard but me. I was too young to understand pain, but not to live it. That moment was a fracture no time can ever fully heal. I carry a darkness no light has ever truly touched. The unbelievable was a thief who stole my childhood's breath away. I was a child left alone with secrets too heavy to bear. The truth My silence carries the echo of a story too painful to tell. The past follows me like a shadow I can't outrun. I was too young to know how to carry such a heavy heart. That moment rewrote my soul's language. Now I speak only in silence. I carry a secret so raw, it bleeds in every quiet breath. The unbelievable never left. It lives inside me, a quiet stone. My dear, something cracked inside me that no one ever saw. And I've been walking with the fracture since. I was young when shadows whispered secrets I wasn't ready to hear. They said it was a dream, but my scars scream otherwise. That moment shattered innocence and rebuilt me into a stranger I barely recognize. The unbelievable didn't break me. It quietly buried me alive. When I was young, silence wasn't peace. It was a trap. Something unseen touched my soul, and it never fully let go. I learned too early how to hide wounds no one could name. The truth I lived as a child still haunts my midnight thoughts. They told me it was impossible, but I still carry its weight every day. I was too young to understand, but old enough to never forget. That unbelievable moment rewrote the story I thought was mine. I built walls around a secret that only I could hear cry. The past whispered in riddles I'm still trying to decode. I wear memories like a necklace, sharp, cold, unforgettable. When innocence was stolen, my soul learned to bleed silently. What I saw then still echoes louder than the present's noise. I was a child caught in a lie too vast to speak. The unbelievable was never about what happened, but what never healed. I remember the night my world turned upside down and never righted. A young heart witnessed a fracture no hand could mend. I carry the unbelievable like a secret tattoo beneath my skin. The moment passed, but its ghost never did. Childhood broke, and I learned to wear the shards like armor. The unbelievable is a language only broken souls understand. I hold a truth so raw, it trembles when I whisper it. The world said forget. My heart screamed remember. I was young when the impossible became my quiet companion. What happened was a shadow that swallowed my laughter whole. The unbelievable left an echo that won't fade with time. I never told anyone what I saw, because they wouldn't believe. Some stories aren't meant for voices, only silent prayers. I still feel the weight of a moment no one else witnessed. When I was young, the unbelievable shaped my every breath. The truth I carry is a secret fire, hidden yet consuming. My past holds a wound I can't name but always feel. They told me to forget. My soul refused to comply. What I saw was too vast for my young mind's grasp. The unbelievable didn't break me. It made me fragile as steel. I was young when reality betrayed me in ways words can't reach. My silence speaks louder than the unbelievable I endured. I carry a burden too heavy for childhood's fragile frame. That moment was a crack in time where innocence died quietly. I remember, even when memory fights to bury it deep, the unbelievable was a ghost visiting my dreams without mercy. I was a child forced to grow in a world of broken promises. What I experienced changed my stars, and I still navigate their cold light. The unbelievable doesn't need proof. Only the scars it left behind. I speak in riddles because my truth is too raw for words. I carry a shadow no one else can see or touch. That moment was a silent scream trapped in a young heart. The unbelievable was a storm that rewrote my soul's map. I was too young to fight, but old enough to feel the war. I still carry My childhood was stolen by a secret no one dared to tell. The unbelievable never left. It lives in my breath, my blood. I was a child with invisible wounds. No one noticed. What I experienced was that moment carved a hollow in my heart where no light reaches. The unbelievable taught me to survive in silence. I was young when reality revealed its darkest face. My soul still trembles with the weight of that secret. The unbelievable lives in the spaces between my whispered prayers. I carry a secret too heavy for childish hands to hold. That moment broke something inside me no one could fix. I was young, but I knew that the world was no longer safe. The unbelievable was a wound hidden beneath my skin surface. I never found words to explain what my eyes witnessed. My silence is louder than the unbelievable I endured alone. That moment made me a stranger to my own innocence. I carry the unbelievable like a quiet storm inside my chest. When I was young, I learned the weight of unseen pain. The truth I carry is a ghost walking beside me always. I was too young to understand, but not too young to remember. The unbelievable took a piece of me and never gave it back. I speak in fragments because the whole story is too heavy. My past is a secret garden of shadows no one visits. The unbelievable is a wound wrapped in silence and midnight tears. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more.